Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another CGC unboxing, which is crazy that I'm doing it 2 days in a row because I've only ever sent, this order that was split in two and one other time to CGC. So it's been, so I've been excited to get these books back. I got my pressure extraordinaire, Mr. DS Comics, with me again tonight to see how we did on these moderns. What's going on, DS?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me back. Yeah, I'm excited. These are last night was super exciting. Those are all know what the grades are going to be. This batch, I think we have a better idea, but I can't wait to see. It's been a long journey, man, to get all these back. So it's exciting.
Yeah, it's been, and it's always a long journey when you send them to CGC or any place, but turnaround times right now are great, but it's still been it almost took as long for the post office to get them here as it did for CGC to turn them around. So our other guest tonight is Mr. Big Will, and that is because he AOK'd me one of the books in this lot, a new Teen Titans #2, First Deathstroke. So we included that in this lot, so we will see what we got on that one. So I think we're all curious. It's got a big old library stamp on it, but it's in a pretty good condition. So we'll see how we did on that book. Looks like we got a couple people hanging out in the chat.
All right.
NYC was tailgating, and he's already appeared again. Backseat Driver was also tailgating, and he is also already in here. What's going on, fellas? Cameron D, thank you for joining us. Gorilla Todd, what's going on? And I think that's all so far. So, all right. So the books in this lot, there are 5 more books. Let me make myself the bigger. Hey, Unruly, what's going on? So we got a new Teen Titans #2. DS and I both predicted 8 5s on that. Avenging Spider-Man #9, Captain Marvel 17, which is that cameo of Kamala Khan, ASM 36, which is the 9/11 issue. So it's a modern 36, not the Silver Age 36. And then Darth Vader #3, the 1 in 25 variant of the first appearance of Dr. Aphra. So my predictions there seem probably are low. That was what I really thought they were without a press.
Yeah.
Because they had some dings and stuff. They had things that needed to be pressed out of them. That's kind of was the 9.2, 9.2, 9.4 were really what I thought without a press. DS thinks they're all 9.4 plus right now. My predictions are, I'm going to go on them. I'm going to say 9.6 for the Avenging, 9.8 for the Captain Marvel 17. I'm going to go 9.4 for the ASM 36 and 9.6 for the Darth Vader. But we will.
Wow, pressure is on now. You just moved all those 9.6.
Yeah. I did. I moved them all up.
And I only know of the Titans book, but I can tell you now, when I had it, I thought it was an 8, possibly an 8.5. So I would be the same as them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you send in stuff that's super high grade, it's a bit of a crapshoot. I don't want to say it's a crapshoot, but if you're not a professional grader, it's hard to judge the difference between 9.4, 9.6, 9.8 sometimes. It really is. So, I think 9.4 and up, I just call it, it's probably going to be a 9.4 or better. And it's tough to say this is going to be a 9.8, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple 9.8s and a couple 9.6s in there. I mean, they're pretty solid books, man, that you sent me already before I even did anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, they really... And I don't know, I was probably overly negative in my original grading, I think, because they did have some things that need to be pressed out of them just because they were not flat necessarily, but they didn't have any color breaks for the most part or very minor. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Los has hopped in here with us. What's going on, my friend? Amazing Murphinator, what's going on? I thought I saw somebody else. Maybe not. So, all right. I think without further ado, let's dig into these books.
Well, if you're overly negative, though, that just means you're going to be happier if they are even higher.
Exactly. So
that's why I think the best view is a pessimistic view. That way, if you're proven wrong, it's always better.
I will say, if the Captain Marvel 17 is not a 9.8, then I don't know what one is. I really like that one. I felt like that book had no flaws when I sent it to DS.
I think I pressed it because, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but yeah, I think that one was pretty mint. A couple other ones were pretty good too, and they didn't have no spine takes, no corner damage. I mean, they were pretty solid. So yeah, and I am I know a lot of people are
like 9.8 or bust, particularly on moderns. I'm not really that way. I'm perfectly happy with a 9.6. I have a couple of 9.4s that are moderns that I'm perfectly happy with. It's like I'm okay. Like obviously I want a higher grade, but I am perfectly happy to get what I get. So let's see what's going on here. All right, get these out of the bubble wrap. Let's see if we can get some grades. They're all face down, which is good. All right, let's see here. And okay, let's see. I have no idea. What do we got? Oh, and, so this is my original copy off the rack. And really, I mean, this book is not super valuable, but I sent it in mainly because I didn't want it to get, because it is such a hard to keep in a high grade, and I wanted to keep it where it was at. I think, what did I say? 9.4 was my prediction on this one.
I think 9.6.
I think it had I think a spine tick and maybe something on the back that I think would keep it from a 9.8, but it's pretty nice copy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of a 9.8. I think there is a chance of a 9.6, but hey, 9.6, nice.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, super happy with that.
And that's actually pretty much as good as a 9.8, considering it's like the most blackest cover you can get without having the trade dress gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah. So nice. I am super happy with that. Sweet. All right. Next book. Oh, I'm going to save that one for last. The next one was the Darth Vader book. So I'm going to save that for last because if that's a 9.8, that's the big money book at the moment. So, all right. Captain Marvel 17. This is, like I said, if this is not a 9.8, I am going to be stunned. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. This was a really, really nice copy.
I think I just pressed that because I felt bad charging you and not doing it.
So
no, I did. It was a mint book when you sent it to me, honestly, but I just wanted to make sure. But.
Yeah. No, and that's why I went on and included it and sent it to you and told you to press it just because. So.
All right, so 2 for 2. I'm pretty happy with both of those.
Yeah, those I am super happy with. Let's see, what do we got next? All right. Oh, there's the Avenging. What did I say? I said a while ago I bought my prediction to a 9.6. Yeah, I don't think this one can be a 9.8.
I'd say a 9.8 just because, and I've never actually physically seen this, by the way.
Yeah. I feel like there was a little something. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Like there on the red, I don't think you can see it. That I didn't think would come out.
It's a pretty good book. I mean, that's a pretty nice copy.
Yeah.
Go for it.
9.6. Awesome. Super happy with that.
Yeah, I thought that and the Vader book were both pretty minty, honestly. I thought they were better than maybe you thought they were. So if that's hopefully the Vader's 9.6, 9.8, that'd be awesome.
So
okay, so that means the next one is the New Teen Titans 2. So
I'll do the moderns all first. I'll save the New Teen Titans for last because that was the gift book. So we'll do the. So if you guys don't know what this is the first Dr. Aphra. This is the 1 in 25 variant.
Oh.
So this book has basically been going for between like 500 plus. It's probably if it's a 9.8, it's the most valuable book in my collection. If not, it's still if a 9.6 is still like a 250.
I'm shooting for 9.8 then.
So hey Kachung, what's going on? Oh
right. I told you, man, that book was nice.
Yes.
Now here's the question, JP. How long is it going to be the most valuable book in your collection?
I don't know. I may list it for like I might put it out there for like a ridiculous number and see if somebody jumps on it. Yeah, I don't know how long to sit on this because it's hot at the moment. It's been going for 500 plus at the moment in this grade. There's only one listed right now on eBay, and it's listed for 1,000. But they haven't actually like announced her for a show or cast her or anything. And if they do that, this is probably a $1,500 book. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to wait and try to maximize or just.
Well, do you want 1,000 now or maybe 1,500 later?
I'm thinking probably 1,000 now because I bought this and the A cover, which I think is probably a 9.6 and probably not a 9.8. It's got a ding in it that I think kind of breaks color. I don't know that I can get it out of, like, it's real small, but I think it's going to keep me from a 9.8. But I bought them combined for $60.
Well, if you can get between 500 and 1,000 out of that now, think about what kind of Silver Age key or Bronze Age key that buys too. That's like, on your want list for the year.
Yeah.
And you could always pick up the regular version of that to have the first appearance, something to think about. I mean, it depends, but, I'm not into modern. So if I had that, man, that'd be on eBay right after the show. But just not my cup of tea. But, yeah, that's awesome. 9.8, man.
Cameron says, hold that book. Unruly says, wait. I didn't even know, Kavi. I didn't even know you had this book, Kavi. So he's holding his for now. So there you go. So,
yeah. But that book is
outrageous. This is true.
I love how Kavi's like, I'm holding mine for now. Well, yeah, but it is nowhere near the most valuable book in your collection, though.
Yeah.
So what was that, 2 9.8s and 2 9.6s?
Yeah, 2 9.8s and 2 9.6s.
Nice.
So yeah.
So what do you think the odds are that the Titans book will be in the 9s?
I don't think very good. I think 8.5 is probably top end on this, in my opinion. But I don't know. What do you think, DS?
I think 8.5. I think 9 is possible, but I think 8.5. But
yeah,
I spend more time looking at the books while I'm cleaning it and before I press it, and after I press it, I try not to touch it with my hands at all. Honestly, I take it out of the press. I give it a look over. I wear a glove. I flip it over, and then I put it on a brand new board, and it goes in the bag. So I don't spend a lot of time looking at it after the press. I just check and see if what I thought would come out came out.
I would say it's more likely to be a 9, if not an 8.5, than an 8, if not an 8.5. Just with the way CGC is right now.
I don't think that stamp hurts the grade at all, though, because stamps typically don't.
That is the library
9.8, but in the territory that's in, that stamp won't hurt.
Yeah,
and honestly,
that's a Canadian library.
Yeah, Canadian library. There you go. So that's the library stamp. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping 8.85. 8.5. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, ooh,
that's lower than I thought.
Maybe the stamp did take.
I mean, maybe I don't think it should have heard it. So
the odds are it's a 7.5. We will have graders notes on that one.
Yeah, I had it open. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's better than that.
Yeah, but anyway, I had that book, and it happened to be at the time I had 4 copies, and JP bought a number 1 from me, so I decided to give him a whole bunch more as an AOK.
Yeah,
including the number 2, and I gave him my worst copy because I like him, but not that much. And I bought it from Canada. That's how I knew it was a Canadian library that's stamped on it. And I was thinking 8.5, man.
I'm a little.
Yeah, I thought it was better than 7.5 when you sent it to me.
Yeah. All right, let's see. You guys see that? Let's see. It does have graders notes. The others shockingly do not. Not shocking at all.
Yeah.
So let's see. What does it say?
Well, we did ding it for that.
Address, date, name, stamp, top left front cover, small multiple crease, right center front cover, breaks color.
So yeah, it was the stamp.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the stamp hurt it. I mean, that's for a 7.5 though. That's not much from the notes. If I was just seeing those notes and trying to guess what the grade of the book is, I mean, it could be higher than 7.5. But
to me, the book looks better. Yeah. It just,
That tells me that date stamps they like, but other stamps maybe not so much. And that if it didn't have the stamp, it'd probably be an 8 or 8.5.
Yeah,
I mean, that's as good as it's going to get. You know what I mean?
And that book is pretty clean.
Yeah,
I think it's a really nice copy, honestly.
I mean, the little creases they're talking about are right there. You can see on the.
Yeah.
which I don't think that makes it a 7.5.
No, I don't either.
As clean it is all get out.
Yeah. I mean, the worst thing about the book is the stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty sharp copy, honestly. The stamp, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a pretty sharp copy.
Yeah, that's what.
But you can tell by the notes, it's not going to go. That's it. I mean, it's got a couple of breaks and the stamp. That's all that's left on it. So that's.
Well,
what it is.
I am like, it doesn't really bother me that much. Yeah. I'm perfectly okay with that because I think the stamp is kind of cool.
I was about to say, I thought it's kind of cool too. I mean, read everybody what the words say. What library is that?
Library, School of Visual Arts, and then it has just an SVA for School of Visual Arts.
School of Visual Arts Library.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I think that stamp's cool.
Let's see if I can get the
Me too. And it makes perfect that it's a library book from a visual art school. So in other words, they used it for the art.
So, Kachung missed the beginning. I will go back through the books real quick. So yeah, and we'll get a recap and then get out of here. Because I'm not going to hang out too long tonight. But yeah, so 7.5. Apparently, they did not like the stamp. I'm a little disappointed or a little surprised. I'm not really disappointed, just surprised that they hit it that hard for that.
Yeah, and it's a nice circle stamp from Visual Art Library, right under the DC circle. Yeah, it looks cool. It's not on the art; it's off to the side. I don't know. It gives it some character. And I'll tell you, if that was a Golden Age book, it would sell for more because of that.
Yeah. So there.
And it fits almost perfectly right there, just over the T and I a little bit.
It's a great spot for. I mean, it's the best spot on the cover for it to be. It doesn't take away from the art at all.
Yeah, you can tell it was a stamp from a visual arts school because of where they put the stamp.
Yeah.
If that was on a Golden Age book I was selling, I would specifically mention that as a selling point. Library stamp as a selling point, because on a Golden Age book, it would have some extra value because of that. And there are file ones that stamp file copy, library copy. Those all have a coolness factor to them. Even the ones that say, what's that bookstore out in Ohio? We were just talking about it before. Bonnets.
Oh, yeah.
Bonnets used books. Those stamps are cool. Date stamps. So I don't know.
So yeah, Jimmy just dropped in here. So 7.5 on the.
We'll make yourself bigger.
They ding me hard for the library stamp, but that's okay. I think the library stamp's cool. I'll take the 7.5 in the library stamp. The Dr. Afra 1 in 25, first Dr. Vader number 3, first Dr. Afra 9.8, which that's a big book right now and probably in the future. Way people are going crazy for Star Wars stuff. 9.6 on my Avenging Spider-Man, so super happy with that. The Captain Marvel that Kachung I think was at 17. Kachung was asking about 9.8 on that one. Hey, Warlord, we're just doing the recap. What's going on? And then, Dave Mayer's hopped in too. And then my original copy of the 9/11 book, 9.6. Which with that cover, that's almost 9.6 is awesome. So
that's a 9.8 for that book.
That's amazing with a book with that much of a black, like full black cover, because even when you sent that to me, I had to handle that even differently than the other ones. I didn't even want to have any part of me touching that front cover at all. Like the Teen Titan or the other ones, clean hands, you can handle it a little bit, but that one I was super paranoid about even touching at all. And I wore gloves the whole time. And it cleaned up nice. I think it's got like 1 or 2 little minor structural things, and that's it.
Yeah. Jose Quinones is the cover. So that is not a Adam Hughes. So on that cover.
Well, all right. Good submission, man.
Yeah, I'm super happy with that. So thank you again, DS. That is awesome. I think they all came out great. Like I said, they dinged us hard for the library stamp, but that's okay. I think it adds to the book in a way, and doesn't take away from it for me personally. But
I agree. A lot of people like those stamps, and you can see on the notes the only thing that's wrong with that book is those couple of color breaks and the stamp. So it is what it is. That's as good as it gets, and it's a cool book.
Yeah, I almost think, honestly, based on the notes, I'm not sure. It might have had a shot at being a 9 without the stamp. Like, it definitely was an 8.5 without the stamp based on those notes. Because it's just those two little things on the front.
Let's not get too greedy. 8.5 without the stamp.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't trade one of those 9.8s for the Team's Titan being a 9.0.
No.
So overall success. I mean, look, whenever I get submissions back, I'm mostly happy with them. There are some I'm ecstatic with. The rest I'm mostly happy, and there's always a couple that I'm like, what? That's not right, and it's disappointing, a couple of them. But if the majority of them are good overall, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You can't have everything, but yeah, really good submission, man. Again, I appreciate you trusting me with those.
You did a great job, man. You deserve the trust. You did good.
Oh, thanks, man. I worked hard on them, and everything I get from somebody, I work hard on, and yeah, I'm glad I was able to get you some nice grades on those.
So I want to thank everybody for hopping in. We had Kachung hop in late. So did Geek Aficionado, Warlord. What's going on? Thank you, fellas. Daymares. So I think everybody was in here by the time I started the recap. If not, you can rewatch. There's only 5 books. I want to thank DS again. I want to thank Big Will for that new Teen Titans #2. Super happy with it, no matter the grade. And yeah, you guys got anything coming up you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Apparently, I'm going to have an unboxing pretty soon, according to that thing.
So, yeah, you got CGC books coming back hopefully in the next couple weeks. What about you, DS? You got anything?
Yeah, I've got 16 book submission that I just sent in. It just got marked received today. 16 books. They're all real nice keys. I did a video today. I just felt like doing some content, so I had a book in the press. I did a video today showing me taking out of the press and just talking about that for a few minutes. So go check that out if you want. But yeah, they're rolling through these submissions at CGC. So
yeah, I'm tempted to try to do another one. I'll be perfectly honest. Like,
I was going to see if I could show.
If you got the cash to do it, I'd do it now.
Yeah, I'll show you what I got coming. Nobody needs to see my address.
Yeah.
But
this is what it's been great, but I got to get out of here, so I will see y'all later.
All right, later, Big Will.
See you, Big Will. All right, so I got Unexpected and A House of Secrets and A Phantom Stranger. Those are all bronze horror. They're probably PC depending on the grade. I got an ASM 4 for Sandman, G.I. Joe 21. Another House of Mystery, that's going to be a PC. Phantom Stranger, PC. X-Men 60 for Sauron. Savage She-Hulk, that's 9.6 range. Superman 233 is pretty nice. FF 112 is a high-grade copy. First Man-Thing, that was a 9.2 I CPR'd. Defenders 10 is high grade. Champions 1 high grade. Ghost Rider 2, yeah, that should be like a 9. X-Men 107, I think that's a pretty high grade for Starjammers too. So these just got received today. So I'll tell you what, JP, when I get these back, how about you join me on my channel for an unboxing, and I'll return the favor, and you can join me, and we'll go through
for that. Those are some good books, man. So what grade do you think on a couple of those could be big books? What grade do you think on some of those? Like,
well, the biggest book in here, like key wise, is probably the ASM 4.
Yeah.
Or Sandman. Now that's low grade, but I think it's 2.0 to 2.5.
Okay.
Big money difference between 2.0 and 2.5. It's like probably 100, 150 bucks or whatever, but that's like the biggest key in here. But the rest of them are really high grade. I think that She-Hulk 1, it's got a shot at 9.8, but I'm going to call it a 9.6. I know Defenders 10, Champions 1, those are good books. People like those, and those are both nice high grade. X-Men 107, that's a tough book to get in a high grade. I think this is a 9.2. I mean, it's a nice copy. And then those bronze horror books are all 8.5 to 9.2 range.
Nice.
That G.I. Joe 21, I bought that, and it was completely warped. The whole book was warped all the way through. It was rough. And I spent a lot of time getting that worked out, and it came out pretty good. And I think it's going to be above a 9. So nice. It went from a crap beat up copy with warped all over to like a near mint copy. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Wow.
And 60. I don't know what that's worth, but I saw it and it looked like it was a nice condition. And I think it's an 8.5 for X-Men 60. I think that's pretty good too. So
is that in the
FF 112 I cracked. It was a 9.0. I don't think I could bump it though, so I'm just going to get the 9.0 back. But yeah.
When the reprints start on like 64, so that's still a.
I don't know. It's a Neil Adams cover. It's towards the end of the Silver Age run of original stuff. It's the first Sauron and.
Okay, so oh yeah, that's right, first Sauron. So yeah, that's right. That's right before it went to reprints.
Yeah, I don't know what's the first reprint one, but that's right at the end. But it's a cool book, and I didn't pay much for it, and I thought it was VF range. So a Silver Age X-Men and VF, can't argue with that, right?
No, you cannot.
The X-Men, the ASM 4 was low grade, and I'm just praying that there's not any issues that I didn't notice, because there's so much wrong with that book that I'm hoping there's not something like a trimmed edge or something that I didn't catch, because it's so beat up and it was so low grade. I tried to get it as good as possible, and it's presentable and it's decent, but I'm just hoping there's no hidden things in there that I didn't catch, and it comes back restored or qualified or something. But I counted it. I think it's complete. I think it's unrestored. So I'm really excited about that.
Nice. Yeah, I have this was only the second time I'd sit books in Kachung. I want to get to where I'm doing maybe 1 to 2 orders a year kind of thing. Right now is a good time to do it, just because their turnaround times are really good right now.
Yeah.
I was not kidding when, I don't know if I said that to you guys before the stream or at the beginning of the stream, that it almost took longer for the post office to get the books back to me from Florida than CGC had them. And that was both for the value tier and the moderns. It was, they didn't have them very long. I think it was like 10 business days for the value and like 14 business days for the moderns, something like that.
That's quick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you guys. Tomorrow night I will be on Comic Books NYC. We got a channel. We got another Gotham City Chronicles. We're doing Batman the Cult, which is laying here somewhere. It's covered up by something else. There it is. So we're doing Batman the Cult with Comics Books Explained. So we will be on Kavi's channel tomorrow night. If you guys want to hop on and join us for that.
Oh, you know what else?
What?
Let me plug this. I think I'm going to be on Andy Given Thursday tomorrow night with Comic
nice.
Andy. I think it's tomorrow night. I didn't check. I should know by now if it's tomorrow. That's pretty bad. But I think he wants to talk about comic book pressing.
Oh, nice.
I think that's tomorrow night. So, yeah, check that out.
We should be over when he starts. I think we're going the hour before. So.
Yeah, I need to check because I don't even know. I forgot about that.
So, awesome. Well, thanks, everyone, for hopping in. If you missed the books, I think Carlito hopped in after the books. I'll tell you what, Carlito, I'll do a real quick recap just for you. Cap Marvel 17, Cameo Camilla Khan 9.8. My off-the-rack copy of the 9/11 issue, ASM 36, a 9.6. Avenging Spider-Man number 9, first Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, 9.6. Darth Vader number 3, the 1 in 25 variant, first Dr. Aphra, which is probably at the moment the most valuable book in my collection now, because that is the 9.8. And the New Teen Titans number 2, first Deathstroke, that Big Will, who was in here a few minutes ago, AOK'd me, came back a 7.5 because they hammered me for the stamp, the library stamp. So, oh well, but I'm super happy. I think the library stamp adds to the book, not takes away. So
I completely agree with you.
Yeah. So I knew that that last book would be a favorite of Carlito's. That's why I showed him one more time. So with that, we're gonna get out of here, and we will catch you guys later.
All right, catch you all later. Thanks.
Bye.